This is ANN News Brief.
I'm Lucy Adeyemi. Authorities in Democratic Republic of Congo's second biggest town of Lubumbashi have said 19 persons, including 16 attackers, 2 police officers and a soldier, have been killed by armed militias at the center of attack over the weekend. Several others were reported wounded and captured as a result of the firefight. The 2 police officers were decapitated by attackers on Saturday, who then went on to attack the national television regional headquarters. Officials said they have identified the attackers as members of the Mai Mai militias and said the situation is now under control. The attack follows a jailbreak attempt on Friday in Lubumbashi, where several buildings were set on fire and documents were burned in the chaos as heavily armed men attacked the prison. 4 prisoners that broke through the prison wall were gunned down. The world is about to cross the 1 million mark coronavirus deaths. 998,000 persons have been killed by the virus globally, as confirmed COVID-19 cases worldwide surpass 33 million. The infection situation has worsened in some countries. The United States is worst hit with more than 7 million confirmed cases and 205,000 deaths. India has struggled to stop an alarming surge in cases. In the past 3 months, more than 6 million cases have been reported there, with the number of deaths nearing 100,000. More than 95,500 patients have died in India so far. The World Health Organization (WHO) said Africa has reported both the lowest number of COVID-19 cases and deaths in the world. Fears that the pandemic might devastate the African continent have so far abated. WHO Emergencies Chief Dr. Michael Ryan said certainly the reported numbers and, most importantly, the reported deaths from Africa are low, and they are the lowest in the world. Dr. Ryan said Africa has many lessons to teach the world about how to be resilient and creative. Ryan credited humanitarian agencies, government in Africa, and community health workers across Africa for the protection of vulnerable populations, such as those living with HIV and refugees. The global health body urged Africa to remain on guard. We'll be right back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
The United Nations Special Envoy for West Africa has urged peaceful elections in Ivory Coast as the nation prepares to head to the poll in October. The UN diplomat Mohamed Ibn Chabas, during a week-long visit to Abidjan, met President Anassi Ouattara, who is running for a 3rd term. He also met 3 of the president's challengers, electoral body officials, and civil society representatives. He urged all actors to ensure a peaceful, inclusive election and respect human rights. President Ouattara's candidacy has caused tension in the country and led to protests. At least 10 persons have been killed since riots broke out last month after President Ouattara announced his candidacy. Ivory Coast's main presidential election challenger, Henry Konan Bedie, called for a campaign of civil disobedience to stop the president from seeking a 3rd term after his preferred successor died. Several candidates, including former President Laurent Gbagbo and former Prime Minister Guillaume Soro, have been barred from running because of previous convictions. That is ANN News Brief at 1. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.
This is